Alright, something different. Something more entertaining. I am so sick of being the guy behind the camera with the hands that do cool things. I feel a calling to, teach a different way on video. So I teach inside a classroom to 25 students in the AM and 25 students in the PM. They're all younger adults, but they all get to see the other side of me that you don't see on YouTube. And, I feel that I can contribute so much, not just by, mansplaining something over and over, but also contributing in the fact that, I have um, the ability to share something else other than how to do hands-on activities. I have a little bit of a philosophy, and I know that when you teach any kind of philosophy to anybody, it comes off as like an arrogant, weird thing, or if I start teaching my philosophy of life, it comes out as stale or nobody wants to hear about that. So what I'll do is I'll quickly say something and then move on as if I didn't even say it. Didn't even say it. So I thought I'd share some, I don't know, just a random channeling with you, and let's see how it goes. We'll talk about like education for a minute. It's since we're on the topic of education, right? The thing that I have learned in 20 years of education is you need to openly admit to yourself that you have absolutely no idea what you're doing whatsoever. That's my first go-to thing in a classroom. I'll say it. I will openly admit to anybody that, hey, hi, welcome. I don't know what we're doing today. I have no idea where to start, but let's do it. It's not that I don't have a game plan. It's just like I know that if I give myself permission to not have a game plan, I'll have a better game plan. So I can come up with it right on the fly. So if you openly admit to yourself that you have no idea what really it is, even if you have an idea about yourself, just give that crap up. You know what I mean? Like, I am not sure. I have no idea. Feel how that feels. It feels really good, doesn't it? To honestly admit to yourself that you have no idea. Even if you're an expert in something. Let's say you're an expert welder, right? You could talk about 4 hours of welding to somebody. Before you have a conversation with anybody about welding, just admit to yourself for a few seconds that you have no idea about welding. Really. Even though you do. Okay? You could honestly just say it to yourself. I have no idea about this topic. They don't need to know anything. And watch it flow. Watch a channel. Watch you be able to talk about everything, and you can talk to them in relationship to where they are at in the topic. So if they don't know anything about it, you can bring it down to their level of things. So that's the beauty of some type of education. It's not that you need to know everything. In fact, I think that just gets in the way of teaching. It's, can you tune into the individual that you're talking to, feel where they're at, understand that they are in a place that you no matter what you say, no matter what you're teaching that day, no matter what topic it is, they are not going to hear you because they are somewhere completely not there. It's not their fault. They just have a lot on their mind, right? First off, just admit that you don't know anything. Start talking. And you're going to represent something to them. You're going to represent something that allows them to snap out of their mundane weirdness, or there's something you could tune into them, or you could show them what it looks like not to be in the place that they are now. That's the two ways of teaching. I can go down to a student's level, and I can start teaching at that level, or I can show them what my level looks like, and eventually they get to that level. But first I have to kind of relate that. I have to kind of like pull them out of their head, or their day, or their idea of themselves, for that to work. This is fun, right? It's a weird thing. It's a weird topic. I think absolute education is the complete falsity of everything. The idea of learning is ridiculous. The idea of memorization is false. Go back to anything that you've ever memorized. How about yesterday? What did you have to eat? Had to think about it, didn't you? What did I eat yesterday? Oh, he's wrong. This can't be right. Is there memorization? Or do you just beat yourself up when you can't, like, think about something real quick? And then you say, oh, I have bad memory. How about you just say there's no memorization? That way you don't have to beat yourself up over it. And then you can get really fast. The idea of walking into a classroom and learning from an instructor. Why don't you just admit that you don't know it? And you're just hanging out. Rather than, I have to learn this in order to be better than something. Or I need to gain this knowledge to feel safe. Or I need to do this before I can do something else that I really want to do. Just say, I don't know why I'm here. I'm just gonna hang out. Feels a little bit better, doesn't it? You can try it. Try that. So find out why you're labeling yourself as a student sometimes too. You know, like, why am I a student all of a sudden? Do I feel dumb? Do I need to do something in order to really do what I want to do? Or can I just do that and absolutely fail at that thing 100% of the time and learn 100 times more? There's some times where I totally set students up. Like, I will tell them the fakest answer in the world because I absolutely know they'll be okay. 1, 2, when they fail at something, they can actually see it right in front of their face. They failed at it and they learn better. It's not you giving them the answer that's going to make them learn, because they're going to forget that. But they're going to remember how bad they failed. And they're also going to remember that they were confident enough to eventually get themselves out of it. And that's education. That's the powerful stuff. It's not the topic that you teach as a teacher. It's the feeling that you get from the confidence of solving a problem. problems are so handy. You challenge yourself to the max. And if you pull it off, even if it's just a little bit every day, you say, I'm gonna create this amazing thing. The next day you start, I don't know what I'm gonna be creating, but I'm gonna be creating something. Next day, you start. And you find out that you're creating something. And you're gonna fail at it. You're gonna learn a lot from it. I didn't need a teacher for that though. And as you go through the system, as you become a student and you slowly graduate and you get the piece of paper and you're in your hand and you're like, yeah, I got the piece of paper. Now, I'm not a student anymore. Right? 30,000. Take the shortcut once in a while. Just challenge yourself. Don't have other people challenge you. You don't need that. You don't need to be challenged by anybody else. You challenge you. And you find out how fast you learn by challenging yourself. Get out of your comfort zone. Try something different. Video, right? This video, something different. So we'll find out. Maybe you liked it. Maybe this is for the benefit of me challenging myself. And maybe it's entertaining to you to watch. I don't know. Now that you're thoroughly confused, you have a good day.